Alright guys, welcome back to some more Warno. Today we're in a 1v1 in ranked on Factory. It's my second game on this map. We're bringing in 94th Modestroki Division against 11E. Probably noticed I do have a fob. My plan in this game was to bring out a ton of helis. It didn't quite go to plan. I bought a decent amount, but I felt like I wanted to match the tempo a little bit more with the 11E player. Um, But you can see I got a pretty even spread of units, a lot of recon. I think that really helps against 11E, just being able to see everything. And then decent amount of Strellas coming into the middle in this area here. I've already got a mine clearing vehicle, which is going to be coming in helping me with these infantry fights, and a T-64 as well to help lock stuff down. Now my opponent immediately comes in with a 105 to hit this recon, which is where I was going. I unload these guys early and just get them in the building. I'll rotate them in and out of that building there. I've deployed conservatively. There is a little bit of pressure on this side, but I got the BMP ones over here in the Motorezerker. I was kind of expecting stuff, and I'm protecting the flanks too. Just generally being conservative in what I'm planning on doing here, and the BMP 1K3 is just going to rotate through the zones whilst I get myself set up. Now I immediately reinforce over to the right. I send some BMP2s. They're going to push up this avenue, so they can also provide some fire supports to the mid, but also to the right. So I'm being a little bit flexible there. Cut off these units going to the flank. I'm also sending another Strela off to this right hand side, which, as you can see, his Gazelle cannons now coming in is the right call. Now my opponent does bring a heli CV, which is obviously risky in the middle. My Strela manages to take that out, so that's one down. He also positioned one way off to this right hand side, which I could see. I was like, okay, I mean I've got a Strela here ready if he does send it over to try and back cap me. But I think I want to have a plane anyway, so I've bought one in, and I'm probably just going to go dive that and kill that. Not going to be an issue. Small engagement here with the Paramarines Erics. It's a spicy unit, especially when it gets into the forest. I'm just going to pull back from that fight, and you can see mine clearing vehicle beginning to have an effect. Take out the CV over there, but you can see the damage we're doing to these Paramarines, which otherwise would be very difficult to deal with. 105 is again coming into the building there, but I'm instantly moving away. I do take some damage. It's not too bad. He's bringing in a Mirage 2000. I was trying to pull it back over my AA before engaging. You see, now I'm going to turn around slowly and bring in another MiG-29 just to try and get that kill, and we managed to pick off that Mirage, so he overextended there, and it's good timing. I can charge these units here. I managed to take out the Gazelle cannon, which was the main threat really. I can deal with the Hot 2 when it's so close. Yeah, the fight is going decently well. He's got better control, and these ATGMs are causing me issues. It's a very annoying building. He comes in again with a Mirage. I've got two MiG-29s here. Again, managed to take him out, and I'm going to pull away. Well, I send one missile out. I'm going to try and pull away and evac, because I haven't got the missiles for this fight. Unfortunately, Strela gets stunned and then killed by the low cohesion Gazelle Hot 2. Both MiG-29s make it out. Mirage is going to evac now as well. So that was really annoying. But it's what it is. I've got another mine clearing vehicle coming into the middle. I just kind of want to be rotating these guys in and out to do a lot of damage that I need to. I'm going to need to bring some supplies up. And I'm bringing some more Modestroki. Reasons I need some squads in here. You see a lot of mine are damaged, but also I want the fire support of the BTRs. It's going to be really helpful against all these units. Just avoiding the counter battery there was quite lucky. Oh, you see the vision from the ATGM there. You could see it. There's a little gap there. Didn't notice that in the game, but it's good to know. So as you can see, I've got a murder stroke as well, heading off to this location here, just to cut off any flanking he might have set up whilst I'm not in this position to watch that side road. So just being very careful not to allow his units into the back line, especially when I've got a fob. Got to protect that. I think it was also a consideration, I think, in terms of like bringing the fob for this matchup is the fact I know I'm not going to be able to compete with the early game of 11E and the tempo there. I don't mind being a little bit more conservative, taking that fob, flying a bit more conservatively, because I know I'm going to have to do that anyway. And so that hit of the was it 100, ooh, yeah, 175 points, it didn't bother me too much. I just play a little bit slower at the start, and the map doesn't tick very quickly. There's only 7 points on the map, so it's, you know, and the most points you can really tick early on would be taking this zone. But him holding this zone would be so difficult because it's so in the open. So yeah, I really wasn't too worried. Slowly pushing up, finding where his units are, and bringing up my IFEs for support, the BMP-1P. BMP-2s I'm going to bring over this way as well to help deal with that. I'm trying to avoid the fire from the Milans. Here comes the Mirage coming in after this Mi-8 TV rocket I'd brought in. So that instantly gets damaged, but it doesn't get killed, thankfully. MiG-29 follows up, but I believe that Mirage is going to get away. As I'm heading that direction anyway, I drive the Gazelle, and then I just rotate that out. I'm going to evac that away. See, I'm trying to avoid taking too much damage and losing squads, so the Metastrokey managed to keep that one just alive, which is ideal. I've got the double Metastrokey in this building here as well. Finally got my recon up to here, and you can see it's got great vision of the area. We switch to my view. Can't spot all the units in the buildings, but it's got a fairly decent view of a lot of different spots, so I should notice units moving forwards, like that Aero Mobiles, which I did spot. The 105 hasn't moved yet, and I will be dealing with it at some point. He's starting to hit these buildings, but as you can see, instead of moving the BMP-2s up this way, which was a bit faster, they'll be in range of the Milan ones, so I've rotated them around this side. They're going to help with this engagement and then this engagement. MiG-29s will force away. I sent in the Su-17 rocket to kind of eat the rounds before bringing out more units, and I kind of wanted these guys as well to help deal with some of the infantry and those helicopters. He spots this in the back, gets taken out, very sad. So then I'm like, okay, cool, let's ignore the Mirage, let's go after this Jaguar cluster. Get one hit, and then it's just going to be about the guns. Don't quite manage to kill him, but it'll take a bit longer for him to come back. Do lose a Metastrokey squad and a BMP-2 just here, which was a shame. He gets his CV into the zone. My recon's getting targeted, so I'm going to have to pull them back. It's not too much of an issue, and I'm pulling this recon back. I don't want to lose them, because they will die to those Para-Marines. Here comes the clearing vehicle, again, doing some good damage. It's what we like to see. My Su-17 rocket gets taken out by the Gazelle Celtics. Really nice unit. Tricky to deal with. Paris Marine are coming too far forwards here. I'm sure he's noticed that Metastrokey were in this building, but that is a big loss for him there. These guys now up to Vet 2. You see, he did try pushing forwards here, but I got plenty of units, but with the fire support, the 105s, and the Sage, I'm forced to pull back. And again, I'm just trying not to lose squads. That's the big thing. I know if I can keep these squads alive, I can keep reinforcing them, because supply is not an issue with the FOB. This Mi-8 MTV is coming back into the fight. It is at Vet 2, so it should help with the rocket accuracy. And having the squads, the infantry squads at Vet 2 will help in these fights as well. There's two more of those coming up. I've got an Su-17 HE cluster bomber mix. That's going to be going after these Milans. They are causing me issues. Now, I did want to pull out to the left, but unfortunately I went over to the right, which was a big mistake. They get absolutely clapped by those Gazelle Celtics. One of them now upvetted. 68% accuracy. Go. I'm breaching clear vehicle again, and I am going to be moving it to avoid the 105 fire. But you can see how strong that is and how useful it is. And the rocket helis come in. Paramarines destroyed. I'm going to pull back away from the Mistral. It's going to help me out over here as well, as you can see. These guys cost what, 256 to resupply rocket thing. So take me a little bit to use up the fob. So again, I'm not sure how much of this we actually used. It'd be good to see that. But I wanted to invest a lot more into the helis than I actually did. Mostly because I thought, oh, all these infantry fights, I can use the mine clearers, I can use the helis to slowly swing those fights into my favour. Just all that fire support, and it's a lot easier to get vision with the Mi-8s than it is vehicle fire support, which are pretty decent down the lanes, like the roads, but outside of that, not great. Should have maybe looked at using the Mi-8s to push this unit back forwards and engage these units when they're in that position there. That would have been a bit smarter. They do put some pressure on a bit later and start pushing through, and that does cause some issues. You can see I'm just going to keep rotating these guys in and out. I pinged where the Mistral is, I think we can come back. But I can take a shot, and then I can pull away and still provide decent fire support. Again, the mine clearing vehicle doing good work. The T-64's in a nice position there. If it does get routed, the Gazelle Hot doing some nice work. I am pushing my Strelas up. Got a MiG-29 circling at the back. Is coming off to the right hand side just to help versus the helis. This Murderstrelki is now rotating back into the main area of the fight as I've got BTR over there and Recon watching those flanking positions. See Mi-8's getting repaired and resupplied. T-64 is pulling back. Got BTR and some Recon just pushing up, trying to get eyes on any units. He is ticking at a +1, but yeah, that's pretty slow. I'm not too bothered. The longer the game goes on, the better it is for me. I've got some Ural supply vehicles coming up. Place these ones and hopefully get all these units back up to full HP. Again, I think he overextends this Mirage. He managed to rotate onto the back of it and take it out. SU-17 rocket was coming in as well. Overextended slightly, but gonna pull that back. Look for a better target for it. Ryusa doing some nice work here. Managed to take out a Gazelle Hot. Almost took out the Gazelle Elise Recon heli as well. But we're trading really positively. All those expensive infantry we're managing to take out whilst keeping our squads alive and our fire support alive is really important. I'm slowly pushing these units up, getting better vision onto all these areas. It's got chasseurs, paras coming in, Sages, but not too crazy. I'm bringing up some D30s. These are going to be great units, providing the fire support I need against Milans and HGMs in there, and the 105s. I thought the unit was still in there, so I kind of prepped that already to fire. I didn't set return fire quick enough, so that didn't hit anything, bit of a waste. And then these guys managed to push into here, which is a problem, but they are overextended, so they can't really do too much. Oh, they're in there. BTR 60 gets popped by the Sage, yeah. So T-64's heading forwards. JQSC came in, missed the Berryu, so I was a little slow on turning that off. But chasing after that with my MiG-29, managed to take that out. Pretty lucky there to get the kill. T-64's pushing forwards. It's on that key move order. Just want it going a little bit further forwards so it can find the Sage. We both hit. But I've got a lot more armor than he does, and then I just pull back. These units pulling back, again, try not to lose them. Murderstrelki pushes forwards, just to hold these units off. This one can provide fire support over here, and the mine clear vehicle is moving up again. 105's coming in once more, providing nice fire support against my dish squads. You can see the damage it's doing. I'm already moving away. The micro there is really important. Mi-8's come over here just to stop those guys pushing anymore. SU-17 rocket is still out and circling. My clearing vehicle is aiming over here. But I retreat it, because I don't want to get taken out by these vehicles. And you can see my 122s. We have a counter battery. Jaguar rockets coming in, going after this Murderstrelki squad. They managed to take it out. I charge the Gazelle Celtics with the SU-17 rockets. T-64 gets taken out by the Jaguar cluster. Ryusa kind of struggled to engage that there. I've got Seed coming in because he's got no radar AA, so I figured it's probably the best chance to take these out. But My god, these things just won't die. He is out of ammo though, so that does live, but yeah, they just wouldn't die. 105 gets killed. He really charges forwards here, so I'm just pulling away. So okay, whatever. He's desperate to try and get his AT onto those units. This Medestrelki's a little caught out, but luckily manages to survive. And I got some BMP2s coming in here. I'm gonna unload those early. MI8s, supported by the Razvedka BMP1, managed to take out that Sapir Paris before getting hit by the Mistral. And I'm gonna pull away with that MI8. Again, go and resupply. FOB down to 13,000 supply. MI8 manages to do the job there. So the Medestrelki can just start pushing forwards. The BMP2s as well. Mine clearing vehicle again, firing. He must have hated this thing by the end, doing 9 damage there. It can be a pretty brutal unit, especially in this engagement here. Got another 105. Some Mistrals, which are in the Super Puma, which is a bold choice, I think. But he's bringing more of those up. It does kind of make sense. If he's got 2 of them in there, he can double tap. But he's now only got 1 over here, because I knew where that one was. He hadn't moved it. So we take that out. But having 2 here means he should be able to kill off the MI8s a lot more effectively. Unfortunately, my Strela was spotted, but the Jaguar cluster overextended there, so he trades it out for that. Not worthwhile. MI8 doing some good damage against those Paris Marines, and a BMP2 is coming up to support my clearing vehicle again. I've got it aiming because I know his CV is going to come in here, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to move this forwards and aim it over there. I know where it's going to be, I'm not worried about it. This squad's at 2 vet, really helping this engagement. The Paramarines obviously does have shock, which is a lot more powerful this patch, but he is severely outnumbered in the open, on the move, so he does go down. He knows where my CV is, I know where his CV is. Mine's got a little bit more survivability than his does. Paris Marine should take out my Razvedka there. Pull this recon squad away just in time, his CV goes down. I'm trying to move mine to stay in the zone and hopefully survive. Taking some nasty shots there from the 105. Trying to move, we capped the zone, so I'm not too bothered if it dies, but just managed to avoid that. There goes my recon unit, and the Sage just starts moving through. I was like, oh god, I thought he was just going to charge into the back line. I do have the MI8s here, so I'm not too worried, but BMP1 comes out on top, kills the Sage. Love to see it. My BMP2s on this side do get a little bit ambushed. There's a Milan 1 back here, the Gazelle hot. Left them out to dry a little bit there. MI8 forced back by that Mistral. He starts to engage the heli. Well, pulling back straight away, he's like, nope, fuck that. I'm not sticking in that fight. See more supply vehicles coming in. Just trying to keep my squads alive. I did lose one of the dish squads here to the Para SAS. Reuse is engaging that recon heli. The MP2 is getting forced back, but my Medestrelki T-Vet is doing some good damage to that. Eric should easily take out the BMP1. Yeah, and I'm trying to hunt it with this MI8, but it's really tricky. I'm sending the T64 and I'm like, surely that'll do okay, but it's got 8 HP. Jaguar rocket goes down. HE clusters going after the Mistral. That Jaguar cluster's coming after my T64, so that dies, but then the MiG-29 got in its tail and the Berryusa, so that goes down. Mirage is evacing away. I've got OSAs coming in now as well. And the D-Phase are doing some counter battery as my Medestrelki squads push forwards. Para Marine, going to be a little scary there, but I do have T64 fire support. Recon's getting back up, and the mine clearing vehicle is pushing forwards to help out. She-17 rocket just circling again, kind of doing whatever it wants at this point. Fob wise, down to 12,000. Going after this Paramarines, does some good damage. I pull these guys back to keep them alive. Very used to taking some fire from 105, but that is very quickly going to be dealt with. Mine clearing vehicle comes in. Paramarines are dead. it's pretty brutal, the engagements. My T-64 charged the Ericsson just got fucking destroyed. So misjudged that situation, that's for sure. But we're coming up to the end of the game here. My opponent, seeing the signs of defeat very clearly, you can see his front line is starting to collapse, and I'm slowly pushing forwards. But again, not throwing my units away. Getting very aggressive with the Paris Marines, so I preemptively smoke with the T-64 and pull back so he can't get AT onto it. And also defends the Motostrelki squads. Again, trying to be as efficient as possible, keep all my units alive. You're used to engaging the P4 Milan. Fucking love that, what a kill. MiG-29 sees off the Jaguar Seed, but the Berryusa does go down. And Paris Marine there are going to get picked off. MI8s coming in to support. And let's see, how much supply did we use in the end? Alright. Almost 5,000. There's about 19 minutes left. I mean, the game is over at this point. Yeah, I was hoping to use the helis a bit more, but it's what it is. We'll see if we can get another game in 94 at some point where we can really utilise the helis and the fob. Maybe I might take it out. We'll see. But yeah, that was my opponent. He was really nice. We had a nice chat beforehand. Saying he was watching Tiberius and stuff. He was quite high on the rankings there, but played a decent amount of games. And yeah, cool to see them playing 11E. It could be a tricky division, especially if you're a newer player. But you know, hopefully they keep playing and they can improve. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next one.